Hi, Joyce Steck here, the Healing Jedi Master, empowering the force within you. Oh, yes, you are the beautiful people I wish to speak to today. So, what's been happening with you? I don't know about you, but it's been extremely hot here. It's actually kind of nice now back here. It's kind of evening time. So, I don't know, hey, the heat's on, right? It's kind of early for this season, especially up here, up in the Pacific Northwest. I live South Carolina, so I can actually get some coolness, but I guess I brought the heat with me, bringing the heat on you. So I just want to tell you what's been going on. We had the Discovery series, right, the live series. If you didn't make it, that's cool. If you wanted the recordings, you can still talk to me about that. And we do have a follow-up. So what was happening on the last one, we just got so involved. There's a lot going on. We talked about boundaries. You want to talk about, all kinds of stuff going on there. And one of the things that comes up are values. And I offered another hour. We're going to have a group session. It's called Chat Around the Water Cooler. Okay, the Water Cooler Chat. You just hang out and go, hey, what did you get? I don't know. What did you think about that? So we're going to do the Water Cooler Chat. And that is Wednesday. I'm trying to pick different times. I know it's hard for you guys. Are working during different hours. I'm on the West Coast. You've got East Coast people. You got people in Israel. You got people in Spain. We got people all over in England, all over the world. So I'm doing 9 a.m. Pacific time, which would be 12 noon. So if you could hit me at lunchtime, that's great if you want to join us. We're going to do an hour, and it's going to be a discussion. A lot of you had lots of questions I couldn't answer then, and I said, values are so important. So my question is, do you know what your true values are? Yours, not other people's, not other belief systems. Because one of my big things is about knowing who you really are and being it. Know who you are, know what you do, know how you do it, and be confident about that is you. That's the empowerment thing, right? The world wants to know who you are. Well, if we didn't have different perspectives and we all didn't do things a different way, it would be freaking boring. Really freaking boring, right? So we want to, how do we expand that? We want like-minded people that are out of their freaking egos and just go well, this is me and this is where I come from. And this is why. And you don't have to agree with me. Just freaking understand me, okay? I'm not asking you to agree with me, not even asking you to freaking like me. Just kind of freaking understand where I'm coming from. And if we can get that piece, I think we'll all be better. But this one particular is to your values. So do you know what your values are? One of the biggest things I would do when I'm coaching people is if you don't have your values, how can you have boundaries? You make boundaries around your values. What's important to you? Really important to you. Those core values are the ones I'm really talking about. These are the things that I believe in flexibility. He with the most flexibility wins, kind of thing is he got to be flexible, but you also have to have your principles to be able to stick to it. And if you don't know what they are, how can you beat that? If you don't know what you stand for, how can you stand for it, right? So, and how can you tell somebody else, okay, this is what I'm looking for because this is important to me. This value is important to me. So just looking at that, some of you don't even have a list of that. Some of you do know what it is. Did you prioritize them? If you get the top 10 out of a huge list, that's pretty good. Can you narrow that down to the 5 that are most important? Can you get it down to the 3 that are most important? In the order of 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, that takes a little bit of work and a little bit of digging. But is it worth it? I believe that this is the key. If you've got this and you can work it in. Does it change over time? Yeah, I've done mine. I noticed that the values haven't changed. Maybe the priorities for the situations that I'm in, might have shifted a little bit. Very rare. But with my own personal growth, things that I thought sometimes were really important to me, I really say, oh, wow, that's the ruling one is really this one, isn't it? I just wasn't open enough and willing enough to look at that yet. So it's a journey. It's always a journey. That's what makes it fun. Otherwise, what's the point? What's the point of being here, right? If you want to join me, it's free. It's a group and a group interaction of questions. You guys have such awesome questions and really deep ones. So let's go. Let's ask them and see what happens. It's an hour time. I don't really know if I'll share the recording or not because people come up with personal stuff that I don't need to share. I can either cut it, edit it, and put it out there. But if you could join us and you want to, put your 2 cents in, or listen to what other people are going through. A lot of times other people's being able to voice it actually helps you. So just go to there's an event page on Facebook, and I think I screwed up the last event page, so hopefully I got it this time. You'd need to register outside of Facebook. It's not a Facebook Live. It is a live event, but it's on Zoom through my Kajabi. All right. So you do register. Just press that little thing, go to the events. It's on there on how to register, or just go to joysteck.com, my website, and you'll see it. You could scroll down. It's right there on the front homepage. Or you could just do the old www.joysteck.com/WaterCoolerChat. All right. But that's not what it's all about. What it's about is if you want to join us and you want to voice something. Some of you have been through some of these things. You just have a question for me. And probably a whole group of people, it's just a great thing to have some community, especially after we've been locked up for a long time. We're just getting back out there again. So you don't have to wear a mask for this, okay? Unless you want to. You can do it too. Hopefully I'll see you Wednesday. Have a great day.